anyone know what consumerism is? Does anyone? You can just raise your hand if you know what it is and meaning. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So basically, consumerism dates back to the Latin dialect meaning called consumere, and this means to use up or to waste. The definition itself states how consumerism is the act of buying materialistic things or, for example, necessities in abundance, and almost to the point where it's almost wasteful and not given to people who truly need it. And back in the day, we used to see this increase in consumerism when it comes to the evolution of humanity. For example, the Industrial Revolution and the Age of Exploration. But when it really peaked and boomed was in the 1950s and 1960s. After the war, products were a lot cheaper, and as well as this marketing style that was seen before but started to be used even more was to associate the product with the lifestyle of the user. So plus having this cheapness in products plus this type of marketing, consumerism peaked. It was tremendously high. But now we see it that it's very common, that we see this consumer spending always high, always at this level. Back in the day we could say it was around here, but then it reached to a point that now constantly we have it around here. And when it really peaks is during the holiday season, around Christmas and even festivities as well. So essentially, Christmas is coming around the corner, and it's a time to get cozy, spend time with the family, eat delicious food. And this is all an enjoyment, right? So is consumerism bad? Well, the answer is yes, when it's done excessively. So for example, according to an article by The Lantern, when there's this excessive production, it causes for workers to be abused heavily. This rapid production affects them terribly, causing labor abuse and overworking them. And this is especially seen in third world countries, as well as how we see this type of mass production also equaling to a large amount of waste in the air, soil, and water. So, just some quick facts as well. According to, and during Thanksgiving in the U.S., around 46 million turkeys are killed on that day alone. And in 2021, 16.5 million pumpkins are being produced just to end up being home decor, or home decor also turned into soups. And then afterwards, in Christmas, consumer spending in 2021 reached a record sale of $889.3 billion. And in Mexico, it's expected that we will spend around 637 billion pesos in Christmas gifts alone. And we also see this glorification of consumer spending high amounts in movies. For example, my personal favorite movie, The Grinch Stole Christmas, with Jim Carrey, obviously. And we see near the opening scene, Cindy Lou Who carrying, she's so tiny, carrying abundance of gifts. And we also see all of Whoville going crazy over their Christmas shopping. And it just gives insight to this mentality of constantly spending and spending and spending. So, but now we also see this in our day-to-day life. I remember during Black Friday, going on YouTube and seeing the door busting. Hilarious. I always find it really funny because it was always running crazily, grabbing everything, even fights, which is insane. So essentially, what I want to get across is that consumerism is not bad. It really isn't. It's part of being a capitalist country. But when it's done excessively is when it becomes a problem, affecting society and the environment. So during this holiday season, my point is I want you guys to kind of have, start to ask yourself these questions of when you're buying a gift for yourself or anything just for yourself, to ask, will this make me happy? Do I need it? And is it worth it? And when buying a gift for someone else, ask, do they need it? And will this make them happy?